opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Locke. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and
Morris
I
was
talk
pretty
often
good.
about trying to
Really
hide
good.
receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size.
I actually made it, you
with
know.
the tight end drag route,
I played the Chargers, and I'm salty because I wasn't supposed to lose that game. Funny thing, I was at my girlfriend's house playing on her roommate's PS4, and I had lag and a broken controller, and I was still spanking him and managed to fucking lose. So I'm just salty, and I'm trying to take it out on him. I'm taking it out on you today.
Second down, McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Best decision is to beat the Texans. So that means if I beat you, I'll beat both of y'all.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
In the playoff rankings.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it.
Two superstars.
Focus in on the ball. Make sure you're taking care of it.
I have user catch, possession catch. I keep telling you to possession catch. You don't do it. Just hold X. I have one X factor. That's chart my X factor. The others are superstars. I'm just a coach, bro.
On first down, Browning, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
We should see some of these other motherfuckers.
He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared
These
to be
niggas got
in
fucking
case of C-ball, get ball.
X factors across the board, namely the Jets commissioner, of course. Somehow he has all these depth stories. Every week he has a depth story. Oh, someone's going to the next step. Yeah, you know.
On second and 11 now. Haskins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
What playbook are you using?
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And
when I was watching you call plays, I was like, these plays look familiar. And it's because those are the ones that I put in my custom playbook. So that means Kansas City got good plays. Are you using a live playbook or no?
Pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Okay. Sometimes live can be iffy. I'm using a live defense right now. Big nickel.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josh Allen, he's the one
I pride myself on having a good defense.
For a loss of 9.
That's a really darn good start to his season, huh?
Defense is the only reason I win games. That's why.
Second one here.
Like nothing else.
Tells you about his off season. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Trash.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
You are, Jeremy.
He ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs.
Yeah, I can't run that coverage.
Any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. Let's face it, that's what we actually live for. How about that?
That's one of the fucking touchdowns I gave up against the Chargers. With the one time the entire game I went man.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. goes. Luck is sacked. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Quicker than that.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
You know how to double team?
Puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that.
You probably haven't learned it yet. All right, so don't do anything yet. Press L1.
In terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped
and then you got to choose the person you want to double team.
Behind center.
Oh, I should tell you.
He finds his man Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one
the one downside of double teaming,
and we see another pitch and catch.
Obviously, if you put two linemen on one, if I blitz, that's an extra man that's free. You get it?
Critical to the passing attack. There's a lot of receivers, tight ends.
So you coming to practice March 1st?
Can really generate big plays for
But why not? It's 10 a.m. on a Sunday. What do you do? What campaign work are you doing 10 a.m. on a Sunday?
With the dive look that time, our defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone.
You said you got a what?
Passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones.
Gotcha. Just FYI, if you come to the game, that's like 10 signatures right there. I mean, from the practice, and at the end of the games you get about 100 signatures. Shit, all the teams that's there. Duh.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their
and we playing this outside. Have them give out. I don't know if you can legally do this, but give everybody a sheet. But yo, everybody here vote for me. I mean, everybody here get votes for me.
When you're running the big time races,
man, I'm trying to fucking.
They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Stop distracting me, Sean. Sunday.
A loss of a yard there to start out.
I learned to use everything to get benefit my man.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Cataway. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that.
I think the best thing I got good at
and that's what you count on.
Is
what you just said. First quarter,
dumping the ball, not really dumping the ball off, but being quick with my eyes, so checking how close I am to getting sacked to see if I have time to go deep or I have to dump it. Like once I learn to go back a little bit. Yo, who's for these niggas? Because not one of them would catch the ball.
They took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
That was my fault. That was a bad pass.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week
in
practice, getting ready for this.
You can't hear me? Break it up.
Took the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I don't know what it is, but
the Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Oh, yeah, so I was a campaign going.
On that last run, they'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is long.
Yeah.
Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Nice.
A first down there on a
You're welcome.
Of 25.
I donated, nigga.
Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10.
You don't check your comments. I said I donated on the thing, on your promo page.
He'll be down at the 30.
It was the very first time you put it up, and then another person commented was like she donated like triple the amount. And I was like, I'm donating. But I think she's one of your people that work for you, like she was helping promo it. But I'm sure she paid too. But yeah. But what else? What else? Is it Big Man like my social media?
Playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Luck now already 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end.
Yeah, bro, I saw you rush for like a total of like, I don't even know if you hit 10 yards. Like, you had no rush yards last game, bro. I was like, what the fuck? How did you even win a game?
The last run
not even getting 5 yards on the ground. What was it? What was it?
Now Love. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the corner. Yeah, my corner.
Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is
like I said, the only thing is the offense I have. My defense I have. My offense is trash. I suck.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's squared down, that should set up a field goal situation.
Wait, hold on, right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All the way.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So
you know the football blends in with their skin.
And that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator,
you know what's crazy? He wore all black. Sorry, he wore white the following game, like white long sleeve.
Call it the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was. I don't know what that was. It was Buffalo though, so it might have been cold. Son, did you see how they got Pop Smoke, bro?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down.
He posted his shit on social media, and niggas have seen that shit.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means if I want to run it inside, if you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result.
I don't know if he knows niggas are looking for him. But he was only 20 years old, and I think that was a mistake on a childish mistake on his part, having your address out there.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, get the completion, keep moving.
Offenses too shaky.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left side.
Caught it out of bounds, bro.
Out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
How was that such a punt? I don't know if it was. I don't know if it's the weather or what. But it's
just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
I'm trying to find a new job, but it's cool right now. I have a lot of freedom, so. I sent you the Instagram video of me today.
That's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside.
I was drinking beer at like 11 a.m. this morning.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I just sent it to some people, but yeah. and then I was playing video games on the computer, playing Destiny 2 all day.
Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
5 yards on the carry.
I like
there.
it
It leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's how you really play the game.
Now Luck. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
I'm gonna regret this.
Going forward with McKinnon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here to turn over on downs.
I'm about to try to get some more business. Like
they go play action.
The reason I like my job is because
that's complete to Jones.
I have a lot of freedom to do my own business.
Almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
Thankfully, it's consistent.
Was the quarterback in his center on that
because
play.
I have
they saw the blitz,
pretty much one major client
made the appropriate calls,
that is my main.
because now they know they're going to be extra.
Yeah, I got one main client. That's about it, and that's all I need.
And kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good
Sam.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch.
Wife, right?
How about
his
the
wife.
big guys up front buying that
Cool,
time?
he just got back. Well, not just, but
they created time and allowed the space to happen.
all over the place.
And it turned into a really nice play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
They're probably the coolest rich people I own that probably the richest people I own that.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 45-yard line.
We don't really talk about, like, all these serious things. Talk about, like, we just have regular conversation.
Now
like regular
Colts
people.
territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Oh, you just ran literally. My lineman is 2 linemen are 10 yards downfield.
The running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21.
Yeah, it was like a sideline catch.
2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3.
He challenged that? Oh.
Haskins and the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too tough on your
how you think your
quarterback.
campaign is doing, like, in the race? How you think you're doing in the race, rather?
On second down now, Browner. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it
Say what
on every
campaign
down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
I can imagine. So all of it's like,
So it's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you're like,
and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Yeah, man. That's all has to be like
from the gun,
self-motivated from you.
And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when
yeah,
these types of games,
being able to be that self-motivated and run that many people, that can be, yeah, man, you're better than me, bro. Kudos to you. You're doing some real shit right now. Honestly, no matter which way this shit turns out, like you get a lot. You get a lot from it.
Space to maneuver at the 40.
Everybody just running into each other. Like, what the fuck?
And finally marked down at the 23. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a run play, right? Run.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll fake it. Now Love. Now a hit and Love lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Luck now to throw. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Up. 57, come on. Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. But what's the flip side of that? You do something crazy.
If it wasn't for my defense, you'd be winning.
Ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one. Go to the locker room. Start over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Brown, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check 52.
Play action. Haskins. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as they'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Haskins.
Damn, get up.
Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Yeah. You saw that. Fuck.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
I don't think so. What the fuck? Why do my kicks not going anywhere?
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Now
yeah, they didn't announce any slider changes, so it is all Madden. I don't know if that's has anything to do with it, but I feel like Madden always
starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson, and that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Love. his throw is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now here's Ross. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man on the return. We'll check on his status.
Please don't be hurt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Brown and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
About to hit positive yards.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Haskins on 3rd down.
Bro, what the fuck?
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert.
He threw that way off the mark.
Effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on 1st down.
Jesus Christ.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick.
The thing is, it's the 2nd game in a row for both of us as well. So there's lacking like it's not even the word like
maybe change up some blocking
problematic.
Or run a few different plays.
We ain't going nowhere in the postseason if we can't.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Haskins. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Triple
Go
cover.
for any offense versus
Right in the zone.
defense. Find the holes where guys are available.
Oh, because like I do what Tom Brady does. I leave my receiver open. So right before he gets there, I throw it before you get there. Before you know what I'm saying.
On 1st down, it's Haskins.
Like that.
This one caught by Crowder.
Let it go before he cut. Or when he cut.
Before it's all said and done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I was going to him the whole time. I was just waiting. I wasn't even waiting. I wasn't even looking at him. He was in the back of my mind. He was like my third option, but really my first option. But I didn't look at him until last second.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. This is caught.
Touchdown.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Myers connects on the PAT.
My girl's still looking for a place, too.
17-3.
Nah, I bought a house in Jersey, but I'm
Here's
moving to
Myers
Brooklyn.
to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal.
Yeah, it's a rental property.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Yeah, legally it's a two-family house, but from the attic to the second floor to the first floor to the basement are all furnished, and people live in all four
units. Last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because
after the fucking ball was out of reach.
A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Let's go, Mexico! A first down carry here for Johnson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
You like your running backs? You know your running backs out. Did you even check your roster out?
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the
Did you just trust that I made you a team? You just trust in general? Oh, man. Should have been there.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are back with a single score.
And then what if he was getting? What if he just lost every game because nobody could do anything?
You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy.
Okay, you fucking beat the first win against.
And furious, there came the points.
This game back within a touchdown
both beat him once.
now as the kickoff
You gotta beat
away.
him twice.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Already?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee.
He might not throw 4 picks again next time.
At the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
After the sack on first down, Haskins on the catch. It's Crowder. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. To throw on third down. Haskins. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Because I hit X for possession catch, so you can't hit me when I catch it, so I just protect myself.
On first down, Browner. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 40.
1 more yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Check 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. it's 2nd and 9. Haskins. And this one into the hands of B.J. Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Did he commit or run inside or something?
To pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Finally.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Haskins to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Did you do it on purpose? Did you read that?
30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No,
different
because
running back.
that's exactly
So
what
that
you're
guy's
supposed
still
to do. You
fouled.
can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Yeah, I'm trying to groom my new rookie to replace him since he's getting old.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
95's Mike, watch 95.
I told you O'Dane is playing.
From midfield now.
He told you?
Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has
Malik is trying to come from work and make it.
36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
I've never spoken with that man in my life.
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Not the Jets stuff. The Jets definitely does.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down.
Jesus Christ.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
You better be afraid of me. 22, check cover. 22, check.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5.
Where the fuck did he come from?
3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Ready. Go to base. 57. I got you. Switch. Let's go. Come on. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Browning. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation.
After I lost that last game,
Field goal.
can't afford it.
Myers' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not
This is the only game where I get mad at my players.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Block. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the 50, it's long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They run it with McKinnon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Luck. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Watch the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins.
Nice. Every time.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Mamacita.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll keep it on the ground. Browner, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. That actually is an extra hope for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter on for a very important
Yo, what the fuck is good with these fucking kicks? This game is so
they will
retarded.
accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go! Look out! 622!
On 1st down, McKinnon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Now Luck with his first throw of OT. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 36 to Mike. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's McKinnon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he
That's crazy.
score. And it is
That's
absolute
disgusting.
silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.